Long ago, before humans, Allah created the angels, which were made of light, and another being called jinn. They were made of smokeless fire and had the freedom to choose between good and bad. Imagine them living here on earth. Some of them used their free will to be kind, while others did whatever they wanted. Among these jinn was Iblis. Unlike the mischievous jinn around him, Iblis was known for his devotion. He worshipped Allah so sincerely that Allah granted him a position among the angels. Yes, he used to live in paradise with the angels. This was a big deal because angels are pure and obedient. They don't have free will to disobey Allah, but Iblis was different. He was a jinn and still had the power to make his own choices. Then came a moment that would change everything. Allah created Prophet Adam alayhi salam, a human made from clay, and he breathed life into him. Adam was not like the jinn or the angels. He was a new creation, given wisdom and knowledge from Allah. Allah then asked all the angels, including Iblis, to bow to Adam. But Iblis refused, standing there with his head held high, saying that since he was created from fire, he is superior to humans, who were made from clay mud, and that he should not prostrate himself before Adam. Iblis is mentioned 11 times in the Quran by name, 9 times related to his refusal against God's command to prostrate himself before Adam. In the Quran, he is sometimes called Iblis and sometimes Shaytan or the devil, but those words aren't the same. Iblis is his specific name, while Shaytan describes his evil role. Some scholars say that when Iblis refused to bow to Adam, he felt humiliated and even angry. In his heart, he questioned why he, such a devoted worshipper, should show respect to this new creation. He may have thought, why should I honor him? I'm worth more than this. Think of it like being one of the top students at school. Maybe you've worked hard to earn that place. You might even feel a little different from others, but still respected for your dedication. Then, one day, a new student joins, and suddenly everyone's attention is on them. Now, imagine being told that you, along with everyone else, should honor this new student. It's natural to feel a bit bitter, maybe even to wonder why he deserves the respect you worked so hard to earn. So that's the kind of jealousy and pride that grew in Iblis' heart. We need to recognize these harmful feelings toward one another and avoid becoming like Iblis. Only for him, it was on a much bigger scale. Allah cast him out of paradise, and from that moment, Iblis became Shaytan, the one who would spend his time trying to lead others away from Allah. After being cast out, Iblis did not just leave quietly. No, he made a promise to prove that humans did not deserve Allah's love. He wanted to prove that they would be ungrateful and disobedient, just like he had been. He said to Allah, I will lead them away from the right path. He will show Allah that humans are not worthy. And Allah, in his wisdom, allowed Iblis to test humanity, saying that he would have no power over those who are true to Allah. He swore to mislead Adam's descendants, to tempt them away from Allah's path, and to ignite rebellion in their hearts. In his anger and resentment, Iblis promised,
قال فبما أغويتني لأقعدن لهم صراطك المستقيم ثم لآتينهم من بين أيديهم ومن خلفهم وعن أيمانهم وعن شمائلهم ولا تجد أكثرهم شاكرين.
I will lie in wait for them on your straight path. Then I will come at them from before them and from behind them, from their right and from their left. And you will not find most of them grateful. He vowed to be a constant whisperer, leading humanity astray by sowing doubts and weaving illusions. I will fill their hearts with desires, he swore. Desires that will distract them from gratitude and obedience. Shaytan's oath was to fill humans' hearts with false hopes and empty promises.
يعدهم ويمنيهم وما يعدهم الشيطان إلا غرورا.
He promises them and fills them with hope, but Satan does not promise them except illusion. So, ever since, Iblis has dedicated himself to misleading humans. Think about that for a moment. His entire purpose is to trick us, make us forget what's right, and fill our hearts with pride, anger, and jealousy. His goal is to lead us away from Allah just like he led himself away. He wants us to be like him. Iblis is so committed to this mission that he has even tried to mislead prophets. For example, he whispered to Prophet Adam and Hawa, or Eve, in paradise, telling them to eat from the forbidden tree. He convinced them by making it sound good, saying they would gain something amazing if they did. Isn't that sound familiar? We kinda experience that every day. In Surah Taha, in the Quran, verse 120, it says,
فوسوس إليه الشيطان قال يا آدم هل أدلك على شجرة الخلد وملك لا يبلى.
Which means then Satan whispered to him, he said, O Adam, shall I direct you to the tree of eternity and possession that will not deteriorate? Adam and Hawa listened to him, though Allah later forgave them when they repented. Another time, during the journey of Prophet Musa or Moses and his companion, Iblis made Musa's companion forget the fish they were carrying, causing them to miss a sign Allah had intended for them. These stories show us that Iblis knows exactly how to target our weaknesses. He uses forgetfulness, envy, and pride, things we can all relate to. But here's the key. Iblis can't actually force anyone to do anything. He only whispers, suggests, and tempts. It's up to us to listen or to ignore him. He tries to make us think we're better than others, to forget to pray, to lose our patience, or to be unkind. But Allah teaches us how to stay protected. One of the most powerful ways is to say,
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Which means, I seek refuge with Allah from the accursed devil. When we say this, we're asking Allah to shield us from Shaytan's tricks. But Iblis' time is limited. Allah has given him permission to try and mislead people only until the day of judgment. On that day, Iblis and those who followed him will face their final punishment in hell. So, what do we learn from Iblis' story? First, we learn to guard our hearts against pride. Iblis' pride was his downfall, and it can be ours too if we're not careful. Second, we see that Iblis is always trying to lead us away from Allah, but his power is weak if we stay sincere in our faith. Just like he tried to mislead the prophets, he will try to tempt us, but with Allah's help we can resist. Let's make dua to stay on the right path, to keep our hearts pure, and to always ask Allah for protection. Thank you for learning with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's your Zamila, your classmate. See you next time, inshallah.